We're doing firing, turn 9. Austrians are firing at them.
2 hits.
2 hits on the skirmishers, Matt. No,
I thought you took off
it's
stand.
3.
Okay.
Just 2 casualties. There's nothing else firing here, so you might as well fire back just so we walk down the table. Technically, we should do it the other way, but I'm good. Missed.
No hits.
They're firing at the line.
2 hits.
2 hits on the line on the skirmishers. There to there. Then we've got this skirmish group here.
3s again.
Yep.
No.
Zippo. Fire back, Matt.
1 hit.
1 hit. And we've got that other big skirmish line about there. So you've got 5 stands there, Anton. So 4 CDs.
1 hit.
1 hit on you, Matty.
1 hit on
1
you.
hit back. Turns the compliment. Then we've got your 6-pounder battery there, Anton. So going after the infantry, that 6-pounder there. What's it engaging? The infantry?
Yeah.
Infantry line there. What are we at?
Just long, because it's
Long range?
is just short of effective.
Yep. Roll the bones.
What's what, 1, 2?
2d6.
No, 6 and a 2.
That's 8 or what? On long range. Here's one casualty on the front line. Roll for a bounce through 1 dice. 4, 5 and 6.
4.
Bounce through in the rear line there, Matt.
What, enough casualty?
Another casualty, yep.
So it's 2.
2 there, yep, 2 and 2 for him.
2.
All right, that's all. I think that's all your firing is. Anton, just Matt that gun on the hill there. He's engaging.
The other gun.
You're actually going to fire at the gun battery.
Oh no, actually the line infantry just there.
Going for the line infantry, so it'll be long range. And you've got artillery assault on, have you?
Yep.
All right, so it's the
Red dice for the initial hit.
okay, yep.
A 6.
And
Initial
it's
hit.
1 casualty with the assault fire and a 6 on long range. That's a half, so roll 1 dice. 4, 5 or 6. So it's 2 hits, Anton on the line, and there's a bounce through on the rear. And we have a bounce through casualty on the rear battalion.
So 3 on this.
No, 2. 2 there and 1 behind. And then we move into the fun boat.
I've got 1.
So Anton, you being the phasing player can decide which melee you wish to do first. Well, should we doing the charges?
Let's do the Austrians first. Let's see what happens
The
there.
hussars?
Yep.
So we're doing the hussars. Okay. So we need to look them up. If someone can grab that sheet over on the table for me so we can remember what the Austrian hussars are.
Line, campaign line, I think.
Campaign line.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you, I think, are exactly the same. No, it's on the other sheet.
Falkland.
2 pages there, Matt. There. Second chasseurs. Line campaign. So everyone's line campaign. Oh, I've lost my thing as I was leaning over. Sorry, peeps. All right, so we're both aligned as 0. Casualties, you've got 2, Anton, and I think Matt's got
2.
2 each?
Dad's got 1.
I got 1.
1, okay. Well, as there are literally no modifiers, with the exception of the rear support, so it is 2 dice.
A 5.
All right, Matt, you have a support reroll. So you may re-roll that 1.
3.
So it's a 7.
7.
So it's 0. So we have a melee. And can the charge melee, which we already knew because we had declared the charge up front. Right, we'll move into... Well, we might as well take care of that one straight off the bat. See what we're doing. So everyone gets 5 dice. We're all formed. You both line in campaigns, there's nothing there, no one's elan, no casualties. This is quite fun. Alright, 5 dice each.
Don't I get this one for support?
Fours or more.
1.
You got 1 hit, anytime you hit, you get 2. So we'll just have a quick look here. Cavalry 1. Winner takes ground, loser retreats. So basically you move to where he is, Anton, and you go back. So you're facing him, but you are retreated.
I thought, because it was only the support space, the other guys...
Oh yeah, so switch him around, that's fine.
And how many casualties?
2 and 1.
So 2 to him, 1 to me.
Correct.
And what about the supports? So they take it? No.
And you go to unformed, Matt. All units.
So you go to 4, Matt.
Oh, Dave's going to turn this off for a sec. Here we go. All right, we're doing the cuirassier combat. So 2d6 gents, +2 each. You may re-roll the 1, Anton. And Matt, you may re-roll the 1. Ooh. Look what you got.
7. 9.
9, and you've got 14. You win by 5. Okay, attacker melee with elan. Defender is unformed. So we're going into melee.
Yeah, but who's the attacker and who's the defender? I instigated the charge.
Oh, sorry, in which case it's the other way around. Attacker melee unformed, and he does elan anyway. So it's just how I read it, so sorry. Alright, here we go. Everyone gets 5 dice. I really need a tripod for my arm as I lock it in. No, hold your horses, Matt. We're going to add a bit more. Heavy cavalry, add 2 dice.
So both of them are unformed or just the...
Just you, just him. Yeah, just the front one for now. Okay. Matt, you get an extra dice because you're milling with elan.
What I get 5 to 1?
You get 5, you get another 2 because you're heavy cavalry, and then you lose 1 because you're unformed. And not really attacking up a steep slope. So there's no modifier for that, Matt. So you got, that's all you got, Matt. So you got 3 hits?
Yep.
I need 4s plus.
4 plus.
Not 4 hits.
4 hits. So it's only 1 difference. Cavalry same as last time. Winner takes ground, loser retreats. So the Brandenburgers and the Silesian Crusaders go back. Matt, you go down and take his place. And you are also unformed. After a melee, you go unformed. Alright.
So he goes unformed.
Okay, we're back. Last turn for the evening. We have to reconvene again. cavalry is all reformed. Probably going to get another dose here, though. That the chasseurs have taken some canister fire from that nasty little battery sitting there. As we can see, Austrian getting really close. It's the pointy end of the game, I think. And over there we see the reinforcements that have taken 6 turns to get on the table. Alright, so we're at activations. Okay, we're back. We've just finished turn 10. The boys had to call in the night, so I'll just walk you through what happened in turn 10. So as you can see here, we've got, these are big Grand's battalions. So they're pushing through, in through there. Trying to put some pressure on the French flank. He's opted finally to move this gun battery, which has suffered 7 casualties. To try and get into action, actually, probably get a last dying blow in. The Austrian line is coming through, too large at the front. The torque pan and the battery snuck up with its supporting brigade. Looks like they're going to have a crack at the town, maybe. So that looks quite interesting. If it puts fire into the town, it could be quite hurtful. The French players actually opted to occupy the town at this point. As we can see, he's got some units in there. So what we've done here, and I'll zoom back out for everyone. We'll split the town this way. So the BAU, one BAU there, that one there, and the church is the other BAU. And straighten the lines, and there's a battalion in reserve at the back there. The beloved reinforcements finally got on the table and went hesitant straight away. So there's 6 turns of hesitant for that brigade. It's been pretty hideous. It could be decisive. So this brigade here, they've got 2 columns sitting here. He's pushed the gun battery through. He wants to start getting into that, but this. Hello again. 3 wines later. I'm attempting to hold the camera. So it's week 3, and they go to the Austrians. The hand of the Austrian Emperor is upon them.
Well, it's effective range.
They're in musket range if the skirmishers move out. But you'll only be firing with a...
Yeah, but boy, that's reach.
Oh, definitely in a nasty artillery range.
Oh, I was infected anyway.
Oh, you're in effective range there for sure.
So it doesn't matter.
You can see there's the 12-pounder creeping up there, getting close to the French lines. French are in town. The assault's coming, but they only got 3 ADCs each, which is pretty hideous. Over here, sadly, the Garde du Corps have dispersed. They rolled a 4, they did rally, but they've dispersed. So they've gone hesitant. So Prussians are gleeful and want to reform and charge the Saxons, I think, to try and take the flank out. This is turn 11. We'll see how we go. We'll be back when we start shooting stuff. Oh, you haven't moved them yet, Matt. Is that what you're doing? Just moving them? Alright, we'll start the shooting over here. So, Enter, we'll start with the skirmishes.
Mm-hmm. Which is
3 dice. Into those skirmishes.
no hits.
No hits.
I'm out of range now.
Out of range, out of range, out of range, out of range. Your skirmishes into the building. That's going to be tough.
So what, 5 dice?
How many skirmishes you got there?
4 dice.
4.
4. So it's going to be out of 4. I think you're going to find you're going to lose a couple. So you lose 2 dice because they're in cover.
One hit.
One hit.
Which one?
The one outside the church. Alright, the other skirmishes over there into his skirmishes. Majority's firing at the ones directly at the front.
One hit.
One hit on them, Matt.
So So that gives him 3 now, doesn't it?
It's 3 at the base. Which comes down to your artillery over there, Anton, at his cavalry, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So it's not canister, that's effective range.
With the thing. Yeah, it's not canister now, I don't think. But, so what, the buddy skirmishers can't get canister?
No. Well, you could canister them if you wanted to, but they're not going to get any effect from it. It's probably not. You want to go after the cavalry though, don't you? That's your primary target. All right, effective range?
Yeah.
All right, roll the bones. So you didn't move, or actually you wheeled, didn't you?
Slightly.
Slightly, so you've moved, so it's -2. Effective range at -2.
2 dice?
2 dice, yep.
8.
Which is a 6. 1 casualty. Bounce through on the rear unit. 4, 5. 4, 5, 1 dice, 4, 5 and 6.
5.
Casualty on the rear unit as well, Matt. Alright. That's all the allied firing over to the good guys. Start from your battery, Matt. Over this is for standing out.
Artillery assault.
So, yep, so that battery there is shooting the cuirassiers.
Yep.
So which dice is your red's artillery assault? And you're at -2 because you moved.
Yep. 8.
Which is a 6. Which is 1 hit. Artillery assault is no hit, so 1 hit on the front unit. I don't think you'll get... If you go to your centre of your guns to the centre of his unit, can you get the other unit or not?
No.
No, probably not. I don't think so. I think the angle's way off, isn't it?
It's there.
Yeah, so no bounce through. Matt, your skirmishers over here in front of your cavalry. They're engaging his skirmishers.
Guns.
No, closer. I think you go for the skirmishers because they're right in front of you.
3 dice.
Yep.
Nothing.
Nothing. Your other skirmish line, which is going to be
Nothing.
nothing.
Guns.
Yep, guns. That's effective range into the line.
Yep.
We are here. There's a gun battery on the other side of that church. Sorry out that line there.
A 7.
A 7 at effective range. 1 casualty. And a bounce through.
Nothing.
No bounce through. Your garrison can fire.
2 dice.
2 dice.
At the line.
So garrison fires as it's a standard garrison. So it's a standard battalion, so it's 3 dice. I don't think you can hit the line. You like to engage the skirmishers. Oh, yeah, that garrison. Yeah, okay, so that garrison can fire.
I've got a 5 and a 6.
Yep, 1 hit on that line there, Anton. That one just there. Yeah, and the garrison into the skirmishers on the other side.
3 dice. Nothing.
Nothing.
2 and a 5. 2.
All right. Now we're over here.
Couldn't I have fired half my line at the building? We didn't do
You
that.
have to fire your whole line. You moved. So you're going to be at -2, and probably he's in cover at -3. So you could actually hurt yourself.
No.
That skirmish line. They're at 3 dice. 3 dice, Matt. Firing at them. All right. Now we are the gun battery into here.
A 5.
A 5 at effective is 1 casualty. So 1 casualty here, Anton. Goes to 5 and a bounce through on them. Yep, bounce through on your rear unit. Gets a casualty. Then we're at the skirmish line into them. 1 hit. So they go to 5. And skirmish line into the skirmishers.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right, that's the end of turn 11. What's going on there? That was a bummer. All right, we're back. Turn 12, beginning. French have the initiative. Fortunately, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 hesitant brigades, I think, Matt?
Yes.
Not great. So that one over there has gone hesitant. Reinforcements are hesitant. The cavalry, which is the reformers, also has them. So, and the Allies have every brigade active.
Oh, sorry, I haven't turned something over.
Oh, there'd be, what's that? It's
An artillery assault on them.
an artillery assault. Nasty. The horse battery's going to try and blow something to pieces. He's after the kill. He wants to kill the cavalry.
Might even be the gun battery.
Could be the gun battery. Yes. Could be many things. We'll see what's standing. Or it could be the infantry, Anton. Since you want to attack it. All right. Do you actually have anything to move, Matt? That's probably a good question with probably half your army sitting there stagnant.
No.
Nothing?
Nothing. I can't.
Well, they can retire.
Yeah.
Well, it's the troops can't go forward.
They can't go forward, but they can go backwards.
Can't fire them because it's effective.
Sorry? Yeah,
Anything-
but anything with ineffective you may fire at. So is it anything with ineffective?
Well, some of the light infantry.
You might want to get the stick and see if the infantry are in range.
Out of the 45.
Oh, I reckon they're probably in 45.
No.
Just from the centre of the... No, I reckon there might be. Yeah?
One.
Well, it's a whole battery. It's not one, it's the battery. It's a measure different from the centre.
And you got to get the centre.
Well, if he clips it,
it's the centre of this unit.
yeah, so you can hit it. All right, fire it. You can fire at the column.
5.
A 5 at effective, which will be, hang on. Oh, you get a CD, Matt. It's a column target at effective range. Well,
Is it effective because these aren't in effective range?
no, he can't fire unless it is effective range. That's what we just said. He said effective range.
Oh, that's 6 pounder.
Yeah, it's a 6 pounder. So
not out that way.
That's correct. yeah, so he's shooting the far battalion. So Matt, because it's a massed column, because they're all in dense formation, it's 2 CDs. 2 dice. It's effectively an assault fire. So you get 2 casualties on your far left battalion, Anton. All right, your skirmishers,
Into his,
which will be that
dice.
group there. All right, now just for you, so I have been doing 6s. It's actually 5s and 6s. So I'm going to convert it to this turn because I was using my rules.
I was getting ripped off then.
You've all been the same. All right, 5s and 6s.
1 hit.
Okay, that's a stand because he's got 2 casualties on it. All right, yeah.
Take off the 2.
Take off the 2 now. Do you want to fire at the same one, or do you want to go for the one with 2 casualties?
2 casualties.
All right, go for it.
Dice. Nothing.
It's actually 3 dice.
Oh. Was 2.
No, 3 dice.
Nothing.
No, all right. The guns.
Into the line infantry.
You want to fire into the line.
Yep.
You don't want to fire canister at the.
No.
So you're going at the line. Is it effective? It is.
It would be, yeah.
Okay, roll. No assault fire.
Yes.
Get your CDs then. Read the CDs. 7.
And a 4.
It's 1 and a 3. So 1 casualty on the line and a bounce through. No
Okay.
bounce through. All right, the garrison.
Into the light infantry.
Into the light infantry.
Light.
Oh, okay, you want to go for them?
Yep. 3
So you're
dice.
no, it's going to be less because you're firing at light infantry.
Oh, well, shoot at 1 then.
Yeah, you're going to lose a dice if you fire at the lights. You fire at the line, it's 3 dice.
Medium 5s.
Yep,
1 hit.
1 hit. So,
Other garrison. Take into the same one.
so which one
are
are
you
you
shooting at?
firing?
That one, that one. That one into that one.
So the next one on there and one. You'd be firing the closest units really.
Okay.
So one on the middle one and one on the far right. All right, these skirmishes, 3 dice into the line. Oh, 3 hits. Wow. So 3 hits on that line there.
No, that one's that's the closest one. He's flying directly front.
Yeah, that's when you fight it.
Yeah. So then actually.
I was originally trying to target both of them into there.
Yeah, you generally fire it the closest.
Well, that one there is one unit in it.
No, it's two.
No, it's two.
We
Where the
have
flags
that, because they're regular.
Two standard
They're not
units.
super duper.
Okay, I thought they were all one unit.
No. It's not, they're only
They're not that big.
not that big, mate.
Well,
You put an extra one on that one, did you? They're already okay. All right.
Then
So
I'll do these.
they've taken 3.
Master
Right.
guns were doing that. They were right alongside of each other.
Three into that one.
We've done that one. That's what I said.
Yeah, here's some.
3 casualties, Anton. Just need to have a look at this one. They're in canister range. Just. You can fire canister at them, but they'll take the first casualty.
And it's effective, so yeah, one.
No, it's not effective. It's close.
Okay. Why not?
11 at close range. That's 4 and a DT. So 3 casualties to there, 1 casualty to there, and a discipline test on the line.
Well, that worked out great.
You don't get a choice not to fire. It's either close range, effective, or otherwise. Well, you're on an 11. You're
So
going to
how many is in this?
They've taken 3. And they take a discipline check. All right, let's do the discipline test. So, that's 8 casualties. 2d6, Anton. What'd you get?
8.
8. So you're going to be at. It's a 6. Now I don't think they are. They're probably.
It's a large.
Oh, they are large. Don't think it's a. No, so they go unformed.
Line infantry into skirmishes.
Yeah, I think you've got the angle there.
4 dice. Haven't moved.
No, wrong rule.
2 dice.
2 dice.
Because
It's 2d6, but you are firing at.
what?
Roll the dice.
A 4.
You're not going to the barn door with that. That's going to be an FD, fire discipline, on you.
2 dice.
No, sorry, you don't take it. You don't do anything. It just means you are. If you fire next turn,
Yep.
you're automatically firing inferior.
Mm-hmm.
So which means if you don't fire next turn, you regain your fire discipline.
3 dice into the large kit.
3 dice into them.
1 hit.
1 hit. They go to 6.
Skirmishes into his
Into skirmishes. It's going to be less. So hang on, just take that back. You're only going to get. So
2
you're
dice.
starting at 3 dice, and they're in cover, so you're going to 2 dice. Nothing. No hits. All right.
Column into them.
No, you must.
Oh.
Finish it there. Sorry. That's all you're firing?
I think so, yep.
All right, Anton, you're firing
Go
back.
up first skirmishes.
These skirmish lines, they'll engage the column. I would imagine.
We'll get 3.
Yeah, 3 dice. 5s and 6s.
No.
No hits. Your skirmish line. It's going to be 4 dice into him. 3 dice, less one. Go back to 3 because you're all in the woods. 3 hits. It's a double 6. I've got to check that. We'll sit on that one for a sec. I think you rolled double 6 over there too, didn't you, Matt?
Don't know.
With your skirmish fire?
No, it was double 5s. Yeah.
Oh, wasn't? Okay, yep. Your skirmishes, Anton?
Hang on, these guys. Yep.
You're in?
Yep.
Did you move? You obviously would have had to.
No, I'm still sitting there. I didn't move those.
You didn't move either.
I moved.
Oh, you moved?
Yeah.
Them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you moved into range. All right, so
I moved a metre further out.
Well, then I move forward then.
Because
You
they
must
were
have done.
here and I moved.
yeah, you must have come forward, Anton. So you've moved. So -3.
So, how many dice?
2d6, and it's an inferior volley because you. Oh, sorry, yeah. It's an inferior volley at -1,
Nothing.
which is a 4, which is a 5 discipline check. So, just going to turn that so now it's an FD.
Well, that is discipline anyway.
No, there's no discipline check, but if they fire next move, it's an automatic inferior volley. So next move, don't fire them to regain your fire composure. Skirmish line.
At the gun battery.
Yep. Yep, roll the bones. So 3 dice. No hits. Does that line wish to fire? If it fires inferior. It's an inferior
Why?
volley at his skirmish line. Yes?
Why? Was it
You moved.
You bloody move your shit. If you don't move, you can't do nothing.
It's fine.
Hopeless.
Well, it's not hopeless. It's the way it is.
7.
Which is a 6 with an inferior volley, which is a casualty, Matt.
What?
All right. So you've got. I'll get the big sticky so I can point. So we've got.
These here.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be.
Close.
Yeah, good enough. Whoops. All right. So it's close. You won limbered this move, so it's going to be minus. Yep. All right. So roll the bones. It's close range. 2d6. He is also in cover, so you're at -3. So it's a 5. It's a casualty, Matt. All right. That battalion, they marched forward, didn't they?
No, that is still where they were.
Okay, so it's going to be a standard volley into the buildings. It's -1.
Isn't it 2?
Minus 1. 6. Standard volley. It comes into half. So roll a d6 again. 4, 5, or 6 for a kill. Nope. Other battalion. So you have 2 battalions. They can both. That one there is slightly out of range, that one, but he can shoot this one as well. So you can put both of them into that one. So standard volley again.
Why am I slightly out of range when he shot me?
He's.
Out of the buildings.
You're probably in range then. I thought it was you might have come
Well, I
forward.
would have thought that if he shot me, then I'm in range
Okay,
again.
you can fire back. Go for it.
So,
Fire.
About the same distance from there to
Yeah.
there.
So 8. Standard volley. Roll 1 dice, please. No, you rolled an 8, didn't you? So that's a 7 actually. 1 casualty. Skirmishes.
into the gun battery.
Okay, fine. How many skirmishes? You got 1, 2, 3, 5 skirmishes. 4 dice. Two hits. See, they do peel off. All right. That skirmish line. Yep. So 3 dice. All misses. You'll do your gun battery.
Yep.
So that's an assault fire.
Yep.
So that's that gun over
Blues thing.
there. So firing at his gun battery.
Yep.
Okay, it's
Blues,
effective. It was effective range, wasn't it?
We'll check
Yes, it
for you.
was.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So you got which dice are your
Blues
CDs?
Yep.
Go for it. So it's 1 hit with the CDs. Would you roll on the
7 on the red.
7 on the red, which comes in, so it's 2 casualties, Matt. Skirmish fire into the battery.
Yep. 3 dice.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Another casualty, Matt. So you've taken a bit of a hit. I think that's the end of the turn. All right. Okay. All right, just finished a turn, didn't film it, just wanted to speed up a little. So we're on turn 13 beginning. Changes here is they have retreated unformed. The French have advanced and they've put a bit of pressure on this area here because both of these brigades, and I'll zoom the wrong way, zoom out, these brigades here all has
15.
for the French. So
It's turn 15.
15? Oh, okay, wow. So it's turn 15. So a bit of pressure there. The French flank is falling back under a lot of pressure, but the Allies are a fair way away yet from actually applying the pressure. There is a gunfight in the guts of the table in the Liebertwolkwitz between the Prussian brigade and the French. Still in the balance. Hi everyone, so we finished turn 15 into the evening's play. I thought I'd just walk through what's happened here. So over on this flank is the Allied right flank. The brigade with the Grenz in it is trying to push through that wood. These guys, he keeps putting them back together, so let's move them apart. So they've actually broken the skirmish line. He just doesn't have the skirmishers for them. Mostly on 3 casualties. This battalion's remained in line, but has absolutely been punished by this skirmish line with 10 casualties on it. He's rolled very, very well. And this does, I guess, make you think the dominant factor is the skirmishers, I think. Only needing a 5 and 6 to hit, they can certainly cause some harm if you roll well, and you can certainly whittle away down line infantry very quickly with a couple of companies of skirmishers. Over here, the brigade skirmish lines come round, but they're facing 2 line battalions. In the centre, it's looking pretty ugly. I'm going to walk around so we get a better view of the battlefield here, particularly from the Austrian perspective. So over here, French brigade, artillery's taking a bit of damage. It's got 2 hits. It's been shot at by some skirmishers, but that's what's left of them there. There's not many left of the brigade skirmish line. The artillery has really hurt this particular brigade. We've got 11 casualties here. They have retreated. This battalion here, large, is on 14 casualties. So I would suspect in the next turn we'll see that go, and that brigade will into falter. That brigade over there of the Austrians is also likely to go falter within the next probably 2 to 3 turns, which then collapses the entire Allied right flank in on the centre here. So what occurred in the centre is the Allied player opted to put in a single battalion charge into the build-up area. That's got the young guard in it. They're only line, but still they weren't effectively softened, despite this big battery here putting fire in. He's opted now to go for the infantry over here, as you can see as I zoom in. They're sitting on 7 casualties, so he's trying to soften up the infantry. It's probably a little too late, I suspect. The Allied player's probably given up on taking the town. He doesn't feel he can do it. He does have this brigade, which is still reasonably healthy apart from that battalion with 8. But both those battalions sitting there are on 3, and he has a reserve sitting in behind. Over this side, now this is a big brigade, 6 battalions. Most of it's reserve infantry. I guess there's a big skirmish battle going on here. The gun battery here is on 7 casualties, so highly likely that could falter or disappear. Its parent brigade is sitting behind us there. That might slow them down a little. That would be very interesting if that brigade actually hits a falter back there. That could be quite pivotal to the outcome of this battle. Over here though, alright, this is getting interesting now. Gun battery. Going to get nasty real soon. So this is, I'll zoom in on these guys. Wait for it to come back a bit blurry there. Okay, it's the Guards of Fuss. There's 3 battalions there. Only got 2 casualties, but the interesting factor is they're right out on the Allied left. That French brigade sitting there. Now, the French player opted to actually advance, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens here. They are extremely vulnerable. If the rear brigade there falters and they get literally annihilated by all this artillery, it puts the French right flank in disarray. What we've got up here though is there's the remainder of the French light cavalry. The front unit's got 8 casualties, the rear's got 4. So the rear one's still reasonably healthy. I suspect they'll be going up the hill. They'll get rid of those skirmishers and they'll probably attack what's left of the Austrian light brigade, which is sitting there. They've got 7 casualties. But next to them is the Silesian and Brandenburg cuirassiers. Now, obviously the right unit has got 5 casualties, so they've actually managed to capture the hill. In front of them is all that's left of the Saxon cuirassier brigade. So that is the von Zasserow cuirassiers with no casualties. The Garde du Corps has dispersed, unfortunately. So I think the Allied player is looking to really swing it around, but with 5 turns left, unless he can really bounce the whole French army off the table, and at best I suspect he'll get rid of maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 brigades, 4 maximum. So if that's enough to get rid of the French from the table, he'll secure Liebertwolkwitz. If not, the French will claim a victory, but only just. It's very much in the balance. The casualties are mounting because everyone's getting into close contact. So we'll see what happens this coming Friday evening, and we'll have the cessation of a 3-week battle.